Hey everybody, it's Yuvraj again. I recently had a lot of people reach out to me after watching the last video I made on my journey to hitting $10,000 a month with my marketing agency as an Indian guy who is kind of you know growing his agency from here. So that's why I want to record this video to kind of share all the secrets, quote unquote, that I used myself to scale my agency to over $10,000 a month as an Indian guy who started with no real experience in this industry. So, quick disclaimer, this was without a doubt the hardest thing that I've ever done. I've had to, you know, sacrifice social events, and I had to sacrifice like family life. I also had to sacrifice my sleep because I'm in a completely opposite time zone. So I had to sacrifice a lot of things apart from just the ones that I mentioned. And it's by far the hardest thing that I've done uh, to get to my goals, right? Uh, but the caveat to this is it's not complicated, it's simple, but it's hard. If your goal is to hit $10,000 a month, you just need to ask yourself what you need to do. And here's a quick exercise that I want you to do. I want you to take a pen and paper and write down what exactly do you think you need to do to hit $10,000 a month with your agency, right? Now pause this video and take a minute to write that down, right? I hope you're not still watching this. I hope you paused the video and you wrote down what you think you need to do to hit $10,000 a month. This can be anything. Whatever your paradigm tells you, just write it down, right? Now the chances are that you've written setting and closing appointments, because this has been like, I'm sure the gurus have been shouting this at you. Like, all you need to do is set and close appointments to hit $10,000 a month. That's it, right? And it's it is as simple as that. I can vouch for that, right? Now, I was also in this kind of mindset of focusing too much on service delivery after I got my first few clients. And like it, the thing is, with service delivery, you will actually get better at service delivery by working with more clients, right? And it's unreasonable for you to be good at service delivery if you don't have at least 10 clients who are paying you, right? Because if you have more revenue, you can actually reinvest that into service delivery, into like maybe hiring a media buyer, or into investing on one-on-one coaching, or maybe like a program like Agency Lab or Easy Grow. I'm in Agency Lab right now. I'm in that program. And the only reason why I've been able to do that because I focused on Saka. And trust me, this was not always the case. I was in the exact same position as many of you might be. So like my paradigm kept telling me that you need to give attention to service delivery, which was not like, even though everyone was like every guru and like they were telling me to not focus on that because this was not the right time to focus on that. My mind kept telling me that, right? Because that's you just have to. This is like kind of part of evolving yourself and going to the next level of business. You have to kill yourself in a way, right? So you can't be the same person that you are right now and expect to hit the next business milestone that you want to hit. So if you're already at $10,000 a month, if you want to hit $50,000 a month, which is what my goal is right now, you can't be the same exact person to be able to hit that goal. You actually literally, not literally, metaphorically, you have to kill your current self so that you can evolve into becoming the person who is capable of hitting $50,000 a month. That's kind of how it works. And how do you how do you kill your current self and become the person that you want to be? You do that by doing the actions that your ideal self would do. You just have to ask yourself, like, what would a person who is capable of hitting maybe $10,000 a month, if that's your goal, what would the actions be? What would they do, right? So they would probably spend a lot of time, prospecting and advertising their services so that they can set more appointments, right? After that, they would probably look at like sales courses and practice sales or role play on sales and do daily sales training. Maybe like reading the script out loud with the right tonality, with the right body language, um, and they would probably practice objection handling, right? Um, so that's what they would do. That's what the actions that they would do, because all you need, because I'm sure most of you already know what you need to do. You just have to ask yourself why you're not doing it, right? And I used to avoid these hard conversations, but when I when I started doing these hard conversations, uh, it it kind of changed my reality, right? So you just have to take a leap of faith on this. Like if I can do it, I'm an average guy. I wasn't like a straight A student in my school, or you know, uh, I was just like an average guy. So you just have to ask yourself, what do you need to do, and just do it. Simple as that. Um, and another thing that I want to drop on this video, which is like going to be like a kind of like a golden nugget, even though I don't think so, um, which would be just take a weekend and just plan out your entire business on a Miro board, right? What is Miro? Miro is like a graphical kind of like you can kind of map out and make mind maps on that software. It's like a free software. You can go to Miro.com and create an account. I'm not affiliated in any way. You can just go if you want. If not, that's all good. So uh, I would recommend mapping out your business and making things more tangible, because if you're always in your head all the time, it it can get super foggy at times, when maybe you had like 5 to 6 sales calls and they all went to shit. It can be easy to lose track of the direction that you want to go in, right? So I would highly recommend having a plan and kind of planning everything out on the Miro board. Now I'll be showing you what my Miro board looks like. Give me a second. Okay, so this is what my Miro board kind of looks like, and what it looked like when I was kind of planning my business. And I would highly recommend you take some time out to create something like this, so you can see what's my financial goal. Building a marketing agency that weighs $10,000 a month, and I made this like months and months ago. So the last video I made was about 2 months ago, I think, and this was made even before that. So yeah, this is kind of like what what are some of the needle moving actions that will take me to the desired state, right? And I knew for a fact, because it was drilled into me for like a long time, which is the primary and the most important thing that you need is SACA, setting and closing appointments. Because even the service delivery is very important, don't get me wrong, it's very unreasonable for you to get good at service delivery without signing more clients, because signing more clients will give you revenue, it will give you experience, because you're going to be working more with more clients, it will give you more data to be able to kind of figure out what is actually working for the clients and what is actually not working, and what are some of the common problems, so that you can probably make a course around it to help the clients out with that. So that all stems from setting and closing appointments, the most important part. So then I kind of mapped out what would I need to do to set appointments. So these are some of the different channels that I used. So Facebook, it's first of all the main thing that I kind of not really started with. I actually started with LinkedIn outreach and like cold emails, which to be honest didn't really work for me that well. With cold emails, the reason why it didn't really work, because I was sending like 25 to 50 emails per day, which is way like cold emails is a volume game. I did not realize that until until like a lot recently, right? Like maybe 6 months ago or something. So Instagram DMs, I made it a goal to send like 200 DMs a day. Then there's some of the delegation things that we did. So hiring a VA, and this gave me around 5 calls a week. Organic content, this is something that I have been recently focusing on. which is I kind of hold myself accountable to post 4 reels per week on my Instagram account to also nurture the leads. Like maybe I'm prospecting to them on Instagram and they can just see some of the videos on my profile and see that okay, I'm a trusted authority in this space. And this is like my editor, I'm Javed. He kind of edits like 14, around 14 to 15 reels per month for me. And on average, this is kind of like slow for me, but this is again, I'm in it for a long term. So organic content. Cold SMS, I tried this. I sent about like 1500, 2000 SMS, I think, but I didn't really get anything from them. Now I know this might be different for some niches. This is just for me and what I tried for setting appointments. Cold emails, I use instantly to send emails. So 2500 emails a day instantly, and the emails cost me about $50 a month. So that's one call per 400 emails for me. And Facebook DMs, I also tried this. It didn't really work out for me and did not really give me the ROI that I wanted. This is again very niche dependent. So I'm not saying don't do Facebook DMs. Obviously, I think it works better in some niches like plumbing and contractors and things like that. So definitely give it a shot. You always want to try things out. Paid ads, this is something that is now I'm in agency lab, so they always say crack paid ads, set and close appointments, and crack paid ads, right? So paid ads is like a very powerful thing that I'm trying to focus on. The thing is, I'm in India, and my local bank account is like it's very skeptical of any international transactions that I do. So that's the main thing that's blocking me from kind of starting paid ads right now. So I'm kind of in the process of setting up a US LLC and a US bank account to be able to do that. So that's that. And then my monthly expenses for setting appointments right now is about $1,000, and monthly calls. This is like best case scenario. It usually fluctuates between like 80 to 120, 80 being the worst case. So that's how it's currently like going. So let me that was kind of the setting appointments part. And obviously, like if you can't afford to spend this amount of money as of now, which to be honest with you, for the longest time this thing was scary to me, like spending money to set appointments. But you can do this yourself, like Instagram DMs. This is something you can do. You can also do cold calls. Personally, I haven't had much success with that, but again, it's very niche dependent. And I think cold call is great if you want to overcome your fears around cold calling. So in terms of then closing appointments, then it's like intro calls and demo calls. So I kind of break things down into like my offer over here, like how to get better sales by setting more appointments and analyzing every sales calls, learning different techniques like Sergio Tavares and NEPQ, Jeremy Minor. So you can and I also kind of broke down like my numbers for me to actually get there. So for me to get to that goal of $10,000 a month, I kind of broke it down to the daily actions that I need to do to get there. So I would highly recommend creating like a Miro board and mapping everything out. That way things are much more tangible. And also for some context, so why is it important for me to commit to my goal? So this is again, I kind of mapped out like what my motivations were behind this. It takes some time, and I'm gonna be honest with you, this is not the most comfortable thing to do, and you might be feeling like, okay, this is not work. So your brain might be justifying this, but I can tell you, like when you don't feel like it, this is when things like these are very important. So yeah, I mean, I know that was a long ass video. I don't mean, or I don't mean to make all of these videos so long. But again, they're not scripted. I just press the record button and just say out loud whatever is on my mind, because I want these to be authentic. because I know I stumbled across a lot of, you know, gurus when I was starting out, when they were kind of manipulating, or not really manipulating, at least not all of them, uh, but they always had hidden agendas behind what they were kind of preaching. And I'm just trying to document my journey. I mean, I did not really expect to get any traction, but the last video had some people reaching out, so I just thought I would kind of give back to the game that, you know, helped me, because people helped me. This is not something I was able to achieve alone. People helped me get there, and I'm just trying to give back and also document my journey, so that maybe some of you guys get something out of this. And if you have a belief that, okay, because I'm Indian, I can't achieve this, trust me, I've been there, and I just want you to know that you can do it. You just need to ask yourself what you need to do, and just fucking do it, man. That it's as simple as that. So yeah, good luck. Let me know if you have any questions, and have a nice day.